The story of Colorado green chili really is the story of how Mexican cooking emigrated in the United States. A lot of that happened on something called the Santa Fe Trail, which ran from 1812 into 1880. It started, of course, in Santa Fe all the way to Missouri. You could go up through Colorado or take a cutoff called the Cimarron Cutoff, and a lot of trade happened. We sent a lot of textiles and iron goods west. A lot of silver, recipes, and food came east, and it was a fairly safe trail. Very few people got killed on it, and there were a lot of buffalo for meat. Now, there were a couple of women who had a lot to do with bringing Mexican cooking to the United States. One was Susan Magoffin in 1846. She wrote a book called Down the Santa Fe Trail, and in it there was a recipe for chili verde. It was beef, onions, and chilies that were simply boiled. Much later in the 1930s, another woman, Fabiola Cabeza de Baca, wrote a book called Historic Cookery in 1939. That sold over 100,000 copies, and in it she had a lot of recipes for chili verde. Now, chili verde can be three different things: a salsa with onions, chilies, and garlic. It can be a tomato-based chili sauce, or it can be a chili like Texas chili, which is what we're talking about today. Now, one last thing. There's a lot of chilies in this chili verde, like 2 pounds worth, so you need a very mild chili. You can use a New Mexico chili, which was, by the way, renamed Anaheim chili in 1903 when it was cultivated in California. There was also Hatch chilies from Hatch, New Mexico, even Pueblo chilies from Colorado. They're meatier and somewhat spicier. So let's go into the test kitchen with Julia and figure out how to make a great version, a Cook's Country version of Colorado green chili.